Every parent wants the best for their child. We compare prices, we compare brands, we buy the toy that makes our child smile. Then we come home believing we have bought nothing more than a little happiness. But what if that isn't true? What if there is no such thing as just a toy? Can you believe a toy can shape your child's future? More than 70 years ago, in 1950s, the French philosopher Roland Barthes walked into a toy shop and saw something that most of us still don't. He wrote us that the shelves were filled with a microcosm of the adult world. Tiny kitchens, tiny hospitals, tiny police stations, tiny soldiers, tiny beautiful salons. They looked like children's toys, but they were actually small copies of the world adults had already built. This is where Barth's idea of myth begins. A myth is not an old legend, it is an idea that becomes so normal that nobody questions it anymore. Long before children understand society, society had already entered their toy box. And this is where Barth's become deeply disturbing. He believed these toys don't simply entertain children, they quietly condition the children of what adults think is normal. A little girl is given a toy kitchen, toy utensils, or a doll that drinks milk and wets its nappies. Barthes argued that these toys don't merely entertain, they gently prepare her for the roles society expects her to play. A little boy is given soldiers, police station, racing cars, or toy weapons.
It's in your nature to destroy yourselves.
The toys never say these things aloud. That is exactly what Barthes meant by a myth. A myth doesn't force you, it whispers until it feels natural. One day, you stop asking why. You simply believe this is how the world works, which leads to an uncomfortable question. When we buy toys for our children, are we helping them imagine their own future? Or are we handing them a future that had already been imagined by someone else? And then Roland Barthes made the observation that made this essay unforgettable. He says many modern toys turn children into users, never creators. Think about it. Most modern toys arrive with the story already written. The toys talk, the toys move, the toys explain itself. The child doesn't create the adventure, the child simply follows it. Now take away the ready-made toy. Give the child something much simpler, a cardboard box, a sheet of paper, a handful of clay. None of these are really toys, but in the hands of child, they become everything a toy hopes to be. A castle, a private ship, an entirely new world. That is the difference Barthes wanted us to notice. One kind of toy asks a child to operate, the other invites a child to imagine. When we say it's just a toy, we stop asking what that toy is quietly teaching our children. Some toys teach children to repeat the world exactly as it is. Others leave enough empty space for children to imagine a better one. That is why this essay still matters. Roland Barthes wrote this essay in 1950s. Today, we live in a very different world. Toy shops are bigger, brighter, and filled with endless choices, from Lego and video games to AI-powered toys. It is easy for any parent to feel overwhelmed and believe that the newest or the most expensive toy is the best one. But beyond all these changes, Barthes' question remains the same. Does this toy leave the room for my child's imagination? Or has it already imagined everything for them? Roland Barthes ends the essay with a beautiful and heartbreaking thought. He says, many modern toys die very quickly, and once dead, they have no posthumous life for the child. Some toys disappear the moment they stop working, but imagination doesn't. A cardboard box can live in a child's mind for years. A blank sheet of paper can become 1,000 different worlds. A handful of clay can become anything the child dares to dream. Perhaps that is what great toys leave behind. Not plastic, not batteries, not noise, but imagination. Every great inventor, artist, writer, and every person who changed the world was once a child who imagined what others couldn't. So the next time you buy a toy, don't ask only, will my child enjoy this? Ask something deeper. Will this toy simply entertain my child? Or will it teach my child to imagine? Because future doesn't belong to the children who only follows the world. It belongs to those who can imagine what others cannot.
Take her to the moon for me, okay?